afternoon, boys and girls. I want to share a story with you for Easter, and it's called The Legend of the Sand Dollar. And it's an inspirational story of hope for Easter, written by Chris Auer and illustrated by Rick Johnson. "Why can't Mom and Dad take us to the beach?" Kerry sniffled. "It's only 2 days," whispered Margaret, "and they'll come get us on Easter morning." Kerry tried not to cry. Every few years, her aunt went to Aunt Jane's house near the beach. "I'll just think about playing with Cousin Jack," she told herself. "I'll just think about the ocean." But her tears still fell as the bus took her farther and farther from her mom and dad. Early the next morning at Aunt Jane's, Kerry went out to look at the boats on the river. Kerry still missed her parents, but soon she heard the put-put-put of an engine coming toward her from upstream. Cousin Jack! "Kerry!" Jack hollered. "What do you think about my new boat?" "It's not very big," she yelled back. "Then it's perfect for you." He took her hand as she climbed aboard. The river opened to the wide bay. "Hang on," Jack yelled. Suddenly, the ocean lay before them, as broad as the sky. A small island appeared in the distance. Waves lapped against the shore as Jack beached the boat. "What's this?" Kerry called, holding up a round object. "That's a sand dollar," Jack answered. "A sand dollar?" Kerry cried. "This isn't money." "Right," said Jack. "It's a starfish that used to live in the ocean." "How did they get here?" Kerry asked. "When the tide goes out, it leaves sand dollars behind," Jack said. "Why are they called dollars?" she asked. "Real money used to be round," said Jack, "and they were made of silver. But sand dollars have value too." "Then I guess we're rich," Kerry teased. "In a way," he answered. "The sand dollar tells a story, the greatest story of all." Can you see the Easter lily on that side? It's like a trumpet saying, "Jesus is alive." Now look in the middle of the lily. There's the star from the east that led the wise men to Christ. We remember Jesus' birth on this side too. See the Christmas flower? Both sides of the sand dollar tell the Easter story. See the 4 nail holes and a 5th hole made by a spear? These remind us that Jesus died for us. "Now hold out your hand," said Jack, "and watch very carefully." He broke open one of the sand dollars, and 5 white shapes fluttered down. "See the doves? This is the new life, the promise of Easter. As Jesus lives again, so can we. And these doves remind us to spread his promise and this hope to all people." Sorry, guys. "Oh no," Kerry cried, "we dropped them." Jack wasn't worried. "The high tide will leave more, over and over. And I have a whole bucket full at home." As the tide rushed ashore again, Jack helped Kerry back into the boat, pushed it off the beach, and jumped inside. The boat crested the top of each wave, hung in the air, and then swooped down like a ride on a roller coaster. But all the way back, Kerry could only think about the sand dollar and how valuable it really was. That night, the moon rose full across the water. You know what? Asked Jack. Your parents aren't that far away, like the moon and the tide. But the moon is far away from the ocean. They're still connected, Jack explained. The moon's gravity is what pulls the tide high. From that far away? That's how the tide works. Like how God can remind us that he is close too, whispered Carrie, thinking of that sand dollar. The next morning, Carrie put a sand dollar into her sister's hands. Happy Easter, Margaret, she said. Thanks, Carrie. Carrie smiled and asked, do you see the Easter lily? An Easter lily? Yeah, and inside there are little doves. I'll tell you the whole story. As they waited for their parents, Carrie shared the good news with her sister. Soon Margaret smiled too. The end, but I do want to share a little poem as well that is about sand dollars. There's a pretty little legend that I would like to tell of the birth and death of Jesus found in this lowly shell. If you examine closely, you'll see that you find here 4 nail holes and a 5th one made by a Roman spear. On one side, the Easter lily is center is the star that appeared unto the shepherds and led them from afar. The Christmas poinsettia, etched on the other side, reminds us of his birthday, our happy Christmastide. Now break the center open, and here you will release the 5 doves waiting to spread goodwill and peace. This simple little symbol Christ left for you and me to help us spread his gospel through all eternity. I hope you enjoyed the story, boys and girls. The Sand Dollar.